just get this started. I don't need another pointless story.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Angelo Delasanti, and I have the distinct privilege of serving as the principal of A.L. Brown High School, and I would like to welcome you to tonight's Senior Awards. We have some special guests that I would like to begin by honoring tonight, and so the first group who is responsible for putting tonight together are our student services and college and career coaches. So Mr. Deal, Ms. Marlowe, Ms. Doby, Ms. Raboyne, Mrs. Cobble, Ms. Vickers, and Mrs. Conyer. If you all will stand so that we can give you a round of applause. Thank you so much for your effort. I would also like to thank the members of my administrative team, Mr. Garrett Cooperman, Mr. Mauricio Restrepo, Dr. Sarah Newell, Ms. Alex Elliott, and Mr. Scott Rogers. Please stand. We're also joined tonight by our Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Kevin Gary. Dr. Buckwell and Dr. Grant will be joining us later in the evening, and Miss Anita Parker is joining us as our board member this evening. So, Ms. Parker. The last group that I'd like to recognize before we get into senior recognitions are the families of our seniors. Tonight represents the culmination of 13 years worth of hard, arduous work for every single student who is in here. Scholarships will be given out literally by the millions. That's a little bit of a preview for the total number at the end of the night. But by the millions, we will give awards, and the seniors who are in attendance tonight could not have done that without the support of you, their moms, their dads, brothers, sisters, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and support systems. So, seniors, please help me in thanking your families. I want to give you an overview of the evening. We're going to begin with community awards and scholarships. That is going to be followed by school awards. And as we give awards, whether they are community awards or school awards, seniors, once your name is called, you will take a seat on stage. So the first senior who's called, they're going to sit right here, and they will remain on stage for the rest of the evening. We do ask that unless you are at the podium speaking, that you keep your mask on unless actively eating or drinking. I don't think there's going to be much eating, so if you have some water, please feel free to take down your mask, but otherwise, please keep that up. The last thing that I'll say is formal pictures will be done after the ceremony, and so we will give the awards, and then once the night is over with, we will invite anybody who wants to come back up and take pictures. Seniors, we would ask that you please stay if you receive a scholarship. There won't be an intermission like in years past, but if you receive a scholarship from the community, we need you to stay so that you can take a quick photograph with the folks who are giving you some money. So please stay. That being said, at this time, I would like to invite up Lieutenant Commander Grace Parker for the pledge.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Will you please rise for the presentation of the colors, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Left turn, march.
Will you please place your hand over your heart? Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to invite our first presenter of the evening.
Good evening. Lord, that wasn't very good. Good evening, class of 2021. I'm Jimmy Wilson from the American Legion, and I'm here tonight to present 5 $1,000 scholarships. And it's always a pleasure to come home. I started my teaching career here in 1986, and I started this junior ROTC unit that you've seen present colors tonight. And I'm so proud of them, and I think you should be too. I'm here to award 5 $1,000 scholarships to the following seniors. And if you would please join me on stage. Ms. Tally Hager. Ms. Alexandria Moose. Ms. Kelsey Allen. Ms. Kendall Corson. And Ms. Meredith Hall. I don't know what's going on with these girls, but boys, they outshined you this year. We went through an interview process likely to, with everything that's going on virtual, and that's how we did the scholarships this year. But we had interviews via a camera and Mr. Garrett, and it was tough. We had 12 applicants, and we could only award 5 here, and we're going to award 5 at Northwest. And we give out $10,000 a year in scholarships from our American Legion post here in Kannapolis. And we're awful proud of these young ladies. And the first scholarship goes to Miss Tally Hager, and it is named after, we're honoring in memorial to Mr. Elmer Poole. He was a vice principal here when I was teaching, and she gets the Elmer Poole Memorial Scholarship. Congratulations, Tally. Second scholarship is named after Mr. Joseph Orland. He was one of our post commanders and a lifetime member of our post, and it's in his memory. And that goes to Miss Alexandria Moose. Congratulations, Alexandria. The third one is in memory and honor of our first mayor for the city of Kannapolis, and that's Mr. Bachman Brown, and it's the Bachman Brown Memorial Scholarship, and that goes to Miss Kelsey Allen. And we haven't got around to naming the other 2 yet, but we're going to work on that. So the next scholarship is the American Legion Scholastic Scholarship, and it goes to Miss Kendall Corson. And the 5th scholarship goes to Miss Meredith Hall, and it's the American Legion Scholastic Scholarship. Congratulations, Meredith. Thank you all very much.
Good evening, everyone. Hey, thanks. You got them warmed up, Jimmy. Good job. Thank you, sir. All right, so first of all, would Kendall Corson please join me on stage? Already up here, but a formality nonetheless. So my name is Thomas Van Etten. I am the secretary of Cannon Memorial Masonic Lodge. For over 100 years, we have been a staple in Kannapolis, a fraternity that is known globally for helping others and being role models within the community. You may have seen us cleaning Kannapolis City roads that we have adopted. Perhaps you heard about our 1-hour food drive that gathered over 1,350 pounds of food that we were able to donate to the Cooperative Christian Ministries. We participated in countless blood drives, given thousands of books to local schools, or maybe you've even attended our annual Community Awards Night, where we recognize unsung heroes within the community. But one thing goes above all. The Masons at Cannon Memorial Masonic Lodge support education. And since 2002, we have been honored to provide 2 $1,000 scholarships to graduating seniors at both Northwest Cabarrus and one here at A.L. Brown High School. This year, as in years past, our panel, consisting of Masons, community members, and school counselors, ranked the applicants on multiple categories, including academics, leadership, and community involvement. As a testament to this year's applicants, they made the process extremely difficult. Tonight's winner excelled with extracurricular activities, including participation in the National Honor Society, Beta Club, and Link Crew. She has received the Principal's Award for helping with the foreign exchange program and has volunteered at local elementary schools where she helps to mentor younger students. She dedicates free time at church, food pantries, clothing closets, and so much more. Therefore, without further ado, it is my pleasure to award the $1,000 Cannon Memorial Lodge 2021 Scholarship for Education to Ms. Kendall Corson. Please join me in congratulating her. Yeah, how about this? This is yours. Would have been better if I had it ready, right? Here you go. Thank you. Congratulations.
Hi, good evening, everyone. It's a wonderful day to be a wonder. My name is Shaniqua Marlowe, and I am one of the school counselors here at A.L. Brown. Will Mahaley Haas please join me on stage? Here this evening, Mahaley? I am here to present the Douglas F. Goodson Scholarship. The Douglas F. Goodson Memorial Scholarship was created by the Goodson family in honor of Doug Goodson, a loving husband, father, and grandfather who passed away unexpectedly in 2008. Doug was a Kannapolis native, an A.L. Brown alumnus, class of 1967, and first-generation college student. He earned a bachelor's degree in industrial and technical education from East Carolina University, and then a master's degree in education from UNC Charlotte. Despite many obstacles that he faced throughout his life, Doug consistently exhibited dedication, grit, and loyalty to his family, his education, and his careers. The purpose of this scholarship is to honor a rising first-generation college student who exhibits the same passion, hard work, and responsibility for their education. Our recipient, Ms. Mahaley Haas, is an outstanding example of what it means to be a world changer, goal-oriented, and graceful at overcoming obstacles. Please help me in congratulating Mahaley. Congrats. Next up, I will also be presenting the Dearman Family Scholarship. Would Robert Lee please join me on stage? The Dearman Family Scholarship was established in 2019 to help an A.L. Brown graduating senior realize their pursuit of a college education while majoring in science, technology, engineering, arts, or math. Also, the winner of this scholarship must be committed to helping others as a lifelong goal. And I'm sure Robert will do that as a Tar Heel. Please join me in congratulating Robert Lee. Woo! Would Kendall Corson join me at the podium? Next up, I will be presenting the Nagpaw Family Scholarship. The Nagpaw family created this scholarship in an effort to assist first-generation college students achieve their goals. They wholeheartedly believe in the American dream of creating a better life and highly value the role of education plays in that process. In chasing these dreams, they also feel that it is important to always help others and continuously develop abilities to be compassionate for our fellow man. The candidate chosen, Ms. Kendall Corson, to receive this scholarship has demonstrated these same values in her participation in extracurricular activities such as National Honor Society, Special Olympics, and her expressed desire to extend her love to children through nursing. The clear desire to help others and to make the world a better place for those in need embodies all of the things that make our world better. And it is for these reasons that we happily award the NAGPA Family Scholarship to Kendall Corson. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors in becoming a pediatric oncology nurse. Please help me in congratulating Kendall once again. Congratulations. Next up, I will be presenting the awards for the State Employees Credit Union People Helping People Scholarship. Could Brooke Morgan please join me on stage? And while she's coming up, could Tally Hagler join me at the podium? The State Employees Credit Union Foundation established the $10,000 People Helping People 4-year scholarship program to help North Carolina public high school students attend college. The State Employees Credit Union Foundation takes an active role in assisting communities across North Carolina and truly believes in people helping people. Although the State Employees Credit Union Foundation Scholarship Program wishes to recognize academic achievement, the People Helping People Scholarship has a much broader purpose, recognizing leadership, integrity, and community involvement. Congratulations to both Tally and Brooke for being awarded the $10,000 scholarships. Great job, congratulations. Congratulations, Brooke. You're welcome.
First, could I see Luke Stone? On stage, please. Kayla Artis. Tally Hagler, and Gabe Blackwater. Good evening. My name is Dane Laney, and I'm here to present 2 scholarships in honor of Keith Black. These scholarships are for $1,000 each to a person that possesses excellence in character and integrity and has made a difference in the community. The first award presented will be the Keith Black Memorial Scholarship Award. The second will be the Keith Black UNC Charlotte Scholarship Award. But before I get into presenting these awards, I would like to say a few words about Keith. He graduated from A.L. Brown in 1994, and while attending A.L. Brown, he worked for the football team as a team manager. In the summer of 1994, he went on to work for the Kannapolis City School System full-time, where he remained for the next 17 years. In between working for the school system, he managed to attend UNC Charlotte to pursue a degree in special education. Keith did so many things that endeared him to the coaches and administrative staff. He was the go-to person for the after-hour fire and burglar alarms. More than anything, he was a special friend to the students at A.L. Brown High School. The students valued his opinion and his advice. He would always remind them, if I can help you in any way, I will, and he would. That's who Keith was. His job did not end when everyone else's job ended on campus. He was on call 24/7, 7 days a week. There are many other things that Keith did that are really too numerous to list right now, but his kindness and generosity toward A.L. Brown High School was unmatched. Sadly, Keith left this world on February 25th, 2010. As time marches on, we tend to forget things, people, places, events. They become cloudy in our memory. It's just a natural way of things. However, Keith's family and the many others who knew Keith don't want to see this happen. So a scholarship is awarded annually by Keith's family as the best way to honor and preserve his memory. The male recipient of the Keith Black Memorial Scholarship in Keith's name is awarded to a senior who best fits Keith's ideal of sportsmanship, core values, and Keith, that's all that Keith stood for. This person was successful in academics as well as athletics. He played varsity football for 2 years and participated on the baseball team for 2 years. He was also a volunteer with the Meals on Wheels in Cabarrus County. He'll be attending Lenore Ryan University in the fall and plans to play football. His desire is to become a strength and conditioning coach. Now, it's my pleasure to present the 2021 winner of the Keith Black Memorial Award for $1,000 to Luke Stone. The female recipient of the UNC Charlotte Scholarship in Keith's name is awarded to an A.L. Brown senior who will attend UNC Charlotte in the fall. She is a student who displays all of the core values that Keith stood for. She was successful in academics as well as she served in many clubs and organizations, including athletics. She has served as a varsity cheerleader for 4 years and was a state champion cheerleader. She was chosen to represent A.L. Brown on the North Carolina All-State cheerleading team in her junior year. Now it's my pleasure to present the 2021 winner of the UNC Charlotte Keith Black Memorial Award for $1,000 to Kayla Artis. Moving right along, I'm still Dane Laney. And I'm the Vice President of the Kannapolis Booster Club. Once again this year, I will be presenting the 8th Annual Terry Max Helms Memorial Award. This award will be for $5,000 to each one, to one male and one female athlete that best fits Terry's ideal of sportsmanship, spirit, and dedication. Terry attended A.L. Brown from 1965 to 1968. While at A.L. Brown, he participated in football and track, but it was track where he really made his mark. Terry's specialty was the mile run. At that time, the mile run was the longest event in a track meet. In 3 years of varsity competition, this is incredible. Every time I read this, I think, wow. The longest event in a track meet was the mile run. In 3 years of varsity competition, competing in county, regional, and state track meets, he only lost one race. Terry won 36 out of 37 mile races in his high school career and won 2 state championships. After high school, he attended Western Carolina University on a track scholarship. At Western, he went on to break many records in distance at running, and that some still stand today. He was inducted into the Western Carolina Sports Hall of Fame in 2011. Terry spent his entire career as a teacher and coach at Ledford Middle School in Thomasville, North Carolina. Terry coached track for 32 years and retired in 2004. He married his high school sweetheart, Janice Roach Helms, and together they had 2 beautiful daughters, Crystal and Donna. Sadly, though, Terry passed away on December 1st, 2008 from mesothelioma. The Helms Award is made possible by a generous benefactor who wishes to remain anonymous. He is a Kannapolis native and a graduate of A.L. Brown High School class of 1969. This person was awarded a Cannon Scholarship for $500 to attend college when he was a senior in high school. Had it not been for that scholarship, he would not have been able to further his education. So by giving this money, he is trusting us to help future leaders financially obtain a college education. There are many fine candidates that the nomination committee considered for this award. At the end of the day, We nominated 2 candidates that we all felt head and shoulders above the rest. Here's some of the accomplishments of the female award winner for this year. She was in the Beta Club, FCA Club, National Honor Society, and was all conference in volleyball and softball. She was awarded the softball MVP and was also a junior marshal. In 2020, she won the AP Scholarship Award and the AP Honor Scholarship Award with distinction. She maintained a grade point average of 4.53 and an unweighted grade point average of 4.0. She was ranked #1 out of a class of 367. She plans on attending the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill and will major in media and journalism. I could go on and on about her achievements. This just scratches the surface, really. But in 8 years, she is the best candidate I've ever had the honor of presenting this award to. So it's my honor to present the female recipient of the Terry Max Helms Memorial Award for $5,000 to Tally Hagler. Congratulations, Tally. Got one more, but he's hiding in front of me. There it is. Page 4. The male award winner for the Terry Max Helm Memorial Scholarship. He was in the Beta Club, on the A Honor Roll, and in the AP Academy. He ran a cross country and indoor track as well. He was cross country team captain and an outdoor team track captain. He was the 2019-2020 indoor track outstanding runner in track. And that same year, he also won the Outstanding Wonder Award. He maintained a weighted grade point average of 4.48 and an unweighted grade point average of 4.0. He has over 40 hours of community service complete as part of the AP Academy. So it's now my honor to present the male recipient of the Terry Max Helms Memorial Award for $5,000 to Gabriel Blackwelder. Thank you.
I'm Doug Wilson. I'm the president of the Kannapolis Booster Club, and tonight we're going to present the Heather Sherrill Spirit Award. We started this back in 2004. Heather Sherrill was a freshman cheerleader and soccer player here at A.R. Brown at that time, and I never got to see her do either one because I was coaching basketball and she was performing at halftime, but they tell me she was phenomenal. Her school spirit just radiated from her, and a true A.R. Brown wonder. So shortly after she passed, our booster club was in a meeting, and a gentleman by the name of Kenny Brandon said, you know, we need to make an award to remember this girl. And so we did that in 2004. The people that have won it since, I think I saw Nick Buckle here tonight, I believe he won it. These people are people who epitomize what an A.R. Brown wonder is, the spirit, the never say die attitude. And I think tonight we've got two really good ones, Kendall Corson and Luke Stone, if you'll come up. I'm not really sure what Miss Corson does not do, because I've heard all this before now. Let me give you this. I believe it's golf and track. Is that correct? Swimming's in track, okay. Mr. Stone has followed in the footsteps of his family and a football player and a baseball player, I believe, okay? Two great winners here. Let's give them a hand.
Good evening. Would Kishara Grant please join me on stage? Is Kishara here? I'm Jeremy Burleson, Director of Community Engagement with Cooperative Christian Ministry. The Francis Black Holland Scholarship is awarded by Cooperative Christian Ministry, a nonprofit organization that serves families and individuals who are facing crisis and empowers them to move beyond that crisis. This scholarship recognizes students who have exemplified a commitment to their education and to their community, using their skills and talents to help others overcome obstacles and achieve their dreams. This scholarship is named in honor of Francis Black Holland. Francis Black Holland served our community as a Bible teacher at A.L. Brown High School from 1954 to 1959. She later returned to teaching, serving over 25 years as a Cabarrus County public school teacher. Mrs. Holland's love of teaching was exceeded by her love for young people. She motivated thousands of high school students to excel in their abilities and to make a difference in the community. She impacted the lives of so many people in her community. She took time to inspire and encourage them to pursue their dreams and always expected the best out of her students. She taught the men's Sunday school class at Trinity United Methodist Church in Kannapolis for over 30 years, teaching her last lesson 1 month before her 90th birthday. Mrs. Holland lived in Kannapolis until she passed away at age 90 in 2017. We are pleased to present this award to a graduating senior of A.L. Brown High School who exemplifies character and excellence, has made an impact in her community, and has been a source of encouragement for other young people. Our winner displays a spirit that CCM embraces, whereby leadership and collaboration multiplies the impact of our individual efforts. The 2021 recipient of the Francis Black Holland Scholarship for $2,000 is Kishara Grant.
Good evening. I'm Nick Buckwell, teacher here at A.L. Brown High School and track and cross-country coach. I'm here to represent my grandmother, Millie Hall, for the Millie Hall Scholarship. Millie Hall, my wonderful grandmother, graduated from A.L. Brown in 1954 and has always been an advocate for the community of Kannapolis and Kannapolis City Schools. Ms. Hall continued her education at the Cabarrus School of Nursing and was employed by Dr. Lee Nance in Kannapolis until his retirement. She was the first woman to serve on the Kannapolis City School Board and served for 36 years, becoming one of the longest-running school board members in North Carolina. Ms. Hall was also the first woman to serve on the Kannapolis Chamber of Commerce and to serve a term as their president. She has dedicated her life to her community, especially the children of her community, through many aspects of her volunteer work. She has always supported public school education and the opportunities that it opens up for our students. If I could have Gabe Blackwelder and Kendall Corson join me on stage. That was the first part I was supposed to say, but I did not do that. I had to cut my 27-minute speech down to 3, so. When my family read about Kendall Corson, they saw a lot of my Nana within her. Kendall was involved in many aspects of our school and city. When it came to letters of recommendation, Miss Nikki Jackson, Coach Chapman, and Mr. Lentz wrote so many incredible words about Kendall. They all mentioned her dedication to her schoolwork and others. They mentioned her integrity, leadership, and helpfulness. Again, things that reminded us of our Nana. Kendall will be attending the Appalachian State University this fall to continue her pursuit and dream of nursing. We want to thank Kendall for all she has done for the A.L. Brown community, as she has certainly made this a better place. We're honored to recognize her as our first recipient of this scholarship. Even when Gabe is not able to reach a goal he sets for himself, he does not give up. He moves forward and continues to work hard. Sometimes it means that his goals change, sometimes it means that he works until the goal is reached. Either way, Gabe remains calm and respectful of the situation and the people involved. These words from Ms. Morton showcase a young man that our family believes represents our grandmother very well. You've probably already heard about it from the previous scholarships, and don't get it wrong, Gabe has accomplished many great things in the classroom, on the track, on the cross-country course, and in our community. Out in our community, Gabe is one of the best workers for Kannapolis Parks and Recreation. Gabe Supervisor Brett Mann said, on top of all his academic activities and achievements, it goes without saying that Gabriel is one of the hardest working employees I've had in my 15 years as a supervisor. Mr. Blackwater has a passion for his community and an eye for detail. He is dependable, a leader, and a role model for his coworkers. Gabe has encountered a few injuries and setbacks in his athletic career that helped lead him to the decision to pursue a major in exercise science before moving into a doctorate program for physical therapy at UNC Pembroke, where he will also be running on their cross-country and track teams. Gabe understands what it means for an athlete to have something taken from them and then having to work diligently to get it back. Gabe Blackwater is an overall outstanding young man who is deserving of all the good things coming his way. We are proud to recognize him as the second recipient of the Millie W. Hall Scholarship.
Good evening. I am Doretha Greer, and I am here to represent the Kannapolis Association of Educators, as well as the Alpha Delta Kappa Honorary Teaching Society. Would Kelsey Allen please come to the podium with me? The Kannapolis Association of Educators is a chapter of the North Carolina Association of Educators who is dedicated to excellence. Our mission is to be the voice of educators in North Carolina that unites, organizes, and empowers members to advocate for education, professionals, public education, and our students. Our vision is to provide an equitable, quality public education for every child. Each year, the Kannapolis Association of Educators recognizes one graduating senior from A.L. Brown High School. This year's recipient is Kelsey Allen. She is the daughter of Wendy and William Allen. She plans to attend North Carolina State University in the fall and will major in education with a minor in instructional technology. Maya Angelou is quoted, "Don't just teach because that's all you can do. Teach because it's your calling." And once you realize that, you have the responsibility to all young people. It was evident in the essay that Kelsey wrote that she has already begun to inspire the children of Kannapolis. She tutors a kindergartner and tutored this kindergartner through virtual learning. And we all know about COVID and virtual learning. It is evident from her essay that she is ready to begin to inspire the creativity in all of our children. We wish Kelsey the best at North Carolina State University as the recipient of our Kannapolis Association of Educators Scholarship. Remain on the podium for me, please, Kelsey. Representing the North Carolina Alpha Lambda chapter of Alpha Delta Kappa Honorary Teaching Society, Kelsey was also the recipient of our scholarship. The North Carolina Alpha Kappa Lambda chapter of Alpha Delta Kappa Honorary Teaching Society is an international honorary organization of women's educators. We're dedicated to the educational excellence, altruism, and world understanding. Our local chapter supports local, state, and international educational and altruistic programs. Each year, we recognize a senior from A.L. Brown High School, and Kelsey is too our recipient. We wish Kelsey the best as she explores her career and her education at North Carolina State University.
Good evening, everyone. Before I begin, I would like to ask the following students to join me on stage: Grace Fajimi, Meredith Hall, Claudia Purser, Anna Balbuena Salazar, Reagan Kuhn, and Brooke Morgan. My name is Alicia Broadway, and I am the District 3 Vice President of the General Federation of Women's Clubs of North Carolina. It is my honor to present awards to members of our A.L. Brown Juniorette Club on behalf of the Kannapolis Junior Women's Club and the GFWC Kannapolis Women's Club, which we have been proud to sponsor for 55 years. This year's Juniorette Club has participated in many amazing volunteer projects, even through the challenges of COVID-19 restrictions. Although they could not meet in person or meet to complete projects as a group, they individually divided their activities and achieved their set goals of continuing to giving to others. They have volunteered over 2,553 hours and participated in over 200 projects, and they donated over $6,700 to various deserving causes. They also were recently honored with 12 awards for their outstanding volunteer work at the virtual GFWC North Carolina State Convention in April. We are proud to present the Kannapolis Junior Women's Club and the GFWC Kannapolis Women's Club Scholarship that is awarded to Juniorette Club members that have demonstrated outstanding leadership and dedication to volunteerism. This year's awards are given to Grace Fajimi and Meredith Hall. Grace. Okay, Meredith. Okay. We are proud, let's see, Grace and Meredith have been very active members in the A.L. Brown Juniorette Club throughout their high school career. Grace is currently ending her term as club co-president and state vice president, and Meredith is the club and state environment chairman. Grace and Meredith were recently recognized by our state organization, GFWC NC. Meredith is the runner-up, and Grace is the winner of the GFWC NC State S.C. Harris Newsom Juniorette Scholarship. Grace was also awarded the GFWC NC State Juniorette Clubwoman of the Year. Kannapolis Junior Women's Club and the GFWC Kannapolis Women's Club are very proud of Grace and Meredith and all of the A.L. Brown Juniorettes for their accomplishments. We also would like to recognize the rest of the A.L. Brown Juniorette Club's seniors with their Juniorette cords. Claudia Purser is co-president, Anna Balbuena Salazar is co-vice president, Reagan Kuhn is co-vice president, and Brooke Morgan is the Civic Engagement CSP chairman. Please join me by applauding to thank these outstanding volunteers as we wish them well in their future endeavors. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Julie Stigall. I'm here to announce the winners of the Independent Student Aid Byron L. King Memorial Scholarship. So could Kelsey Allen, Kendall Corson, Jackson Rogers, Janice Wilson, and Tally Hagler step up, please. The Byron L. King Memorial Scholarship was originally a loan program that started in 1944 and was funded by Mr. Cannon. Eventually, it actually turned into a scholarship award. This was in the 80s and was named after Byron L. King, who was principal in the time when I was here, so it was quite a while ago. The awards are based on need, scholarship, and extracurricular activities. So the first few ones of these scholarships are for $500, and those go to Kelsey Allen. Kendall Corson. Jackson Rogers. Janice Wilson. And then a $1,000 scholarship goes to Tally Hagler.
Good evening. I'm going to be presenting the Joanne Byerly Scholarship. Would Kelsey Allen please join me at the podium? Dr. Joanne Byerly began her career with Kannapolis City Schools in August of 1976 as a teacher at Fred L. Wilson Elementary School. She rose through the SIFT system, serving as a reading director, an assistant and associate superintendent before becoming the 5th superintendent of Kannapolis City Schools and the first woman to hold the superintendent's position on July 1st, 2001. She served in the position until June 30th, 2010. This scholarship is given in her honor to recipients of academic excellence, leadership ability, and school and community involvement who are planning a career in education. This year's winner will receive $500 towards their education. Kelsey.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hello and good evening. I'm Alex Elliott, Assistant Principal at A.L. Brown High School. Would Mr. Lawson Fishback join me on stage, and will Mr. Jackson Rogers join me at the podium? J. Carlisle Rutledge was one of the area's most respected, trusted, and influential people. Mr. Rutledge passed away in 2008 at the age of 98 years young. Carlisle Rutledge served with distinction in every business civic capacity. He represented Cabarrus County in North Carolina House of Representatives from 1941 to 1945. He also served in the North Carolina Senate from 1957 until 1963. Carlisle Rutledge formed the Kannapolis Real Estate Agency more than 50 years ago and served as its president. He served as president of the Gem Theater, Towel City Realty, and Terry Products. He earned his law degree from UNC Chapel Hill and served for many years with the law firm of Rutledge, Friday, Seyfried, and Smith. He was the president of the Cabarrus County Bar Association and a judge in Cabarrus County. Some of Carlisle Rutledge's most significant accomplishments, however, involved his civic contributions. He was an active member of the Kannapolis Rotary Club for more than 50 years and was its president from 1951 until 1952. He served as Rotary District Governor, was a member of the Cannon Memorial YMCA Board of Directors, the Interstate Committee of the YMCA and of the Carolinas, and the International Committee of the YMCA. He was a generous supporter of the Kannapolis Education Foundation and an active member of Trinity United Methodist Church in Kannapolis. Carlisle Rutledge endowed his scholarship to A.L. Brown High School graduates. His contributions to our community and A.L. Brown High School will be recognized and treasured for many years to come. Please help me in congratulating Mr. Lawson Fishback and Mr. Jackson Rogers.
Good evening. My name is Sarah Newell, and I'm one of the assistant principals here at A.L. Brown High School. Would Ana Balbueno Salazar and Kenesha Smalls join me on stage? And would Alexandria Moose, Kayla Artis, and Tally Hagler please join me at the podium? Sarah Frances Bounds is considered a legendary figure of Kannapolis. She taught geometry, mathematics, and was a student government advisor at A.L. Brown from the 1950s to the 1970s. According to one alumni, she absolutely adored her students, a fact commemorated by the 2006 establishment of the Sarah Frances Bounds Memorial Scholarship Fund. This fund provides 5 $1,000 scholarships to students at A.L. Brown High School. And tonight, we would like to award these scholarships to the following young ladies: Ana Balbueno Salazar, Alexandria Moose, Kenesha Smalls, Kayla Artis, and Tally Hagler. Thank you.
Would Janice Wilson please join me at the podium? Next up, I will be presenting the Carla Kincaid Sloop Scholarship. The Carla Kincaid Sloop Scholarship was established in 1998 by friends and colleagues in memory of Carla Sloop, a former KCS teacher and counselor. Mrs. Sloop taught at several different schools in KCS. The majority of her time was spent at Fred L. Wilson Elementary and Kannapolis Middle School. Mrs. Sloop touched the lives of countless students and adults, both in Kannapolis and surrounding counties. She was well known for her dedication to education, her tireless enthusiasm, and most notably, her endless care, compassion, and giving to all. Please join us in congratulating this year's recipient of the Carla Sloop Scholarship, Miss Janice Wilson. Next up, I would like to ask Robert Lee to please join me at the podium. I will now be presenting the Coach Buckwell UNC Chapel Hill Covenant Scholarship. The Carolina Covenant is a UNC Chapel Hill's groundbreaking program for students, which offers a path to graduation through a combination of grants, scholarships, and work study. The Carolina Covenant program allows students to do what every college student should be able to do: focus on academics and extracurriculars by paying for all remaining tuition costs that FAFSA, grants, and other scholarships do not cover. Robert, it is an honor to present you with this scholarship, the very one that I received myself, a full ride. Congratulations.
Good evening. I'd like to ask Nate Balcom and Alex Lizaraza to join me, please. Good evening. My name is Barry Lentz, and I teach science here at A.L. Brown High School. I'm also a proud member of the class of 1978 of A.L. Brown High School. I have the honor of presenting 2 Ralph Smith Memorial Scholarship Awards tonight. These scholarships are open to any senior who has, male or female, who has played at least 1 year at Kannapolis Dixie Youth Baseball. The applicants must be enrolling in an institute, community college, college or university after graduation. Each scholarship is the amount of $500. It is given in memory of an outstanding role model, friend, and mentor that touched everyone involved in Kannapolis-Dixie Youth Baseball during his more than 35 years of service. Ralph Smith selflessly gave of his time and resources. His sole intent was to ensure that the children of all ages had fun and learned the game of baseball. Ever since his own children had played in Kannapolis-Dixie Youth, he made sure that the organization was supported and ran smoothly. He worked tirelessly, no matter whether the fields had to be prepped or his duties as district director had to be fulfilled. His dedication to the youth and to the game of baseball is unparalleled. Kannapolis-Dixie Youth has established this scholarship in Mr. Ralph Smith's memory to be awarded to 2 graduating seniors who plan to pursue a post-secondary degree. These recipients have demonstrated commitment not only to the sport of baseball and academics, but also in serving the community. I'd like to present these to Nate Balcom and Alex Lizarazo.
Hi, my name is Melissa Moore Knotts. I'm a class of '84, A.L. Brown, yay. My dad, Zachy Lee Moore, was a very athletic guy growing up in the 40s and the 50s. He ran track here at A.L. Brown and was in the Civil Air Patrol. After graduating in 1959, he then ran track at Wingate. Back then it was just called Wingate. Wasn't called Wingate University or Wingate College. He also, while at Wingate, set the original record there for the 220. After he became employed at Kennan Mills, he played softball, volleyball, lots of softball for the Mill, one of the Mills teams, the YMCA, and our church. He actually won a North Carolina Industrial League All-Star Award while playing for the Mill. At the YMCA, like I said, he played volleyball as well as softball. He started playing golf in 1960 while at Wingate, but not for the college. He only stopped playing golf in 2018 because his health was declining. He was a hunter and a somewhat successful fisherman also, who won 3 national tournaments in 1989. Our dad didn't ask us to start this scholarship, but my brothers, Mac Moore, Richard Moore, we all felt that it was the best way to memorialize our dad, and we are happy to award it tonight for the very first time. Will Kendall Corson and Caleb Bregeman please join me on stage? The purpose of this scholarship is to recognize an A.L. Brown golfer, student, and leader who is pursuing higher education. The recipients of this scholarship will be an upcoming graduate who is a member of the A.L. Brown golf team and is not only a proven leader, but has high morals and character. The award winner must also have been accepted and successfully enrolled at a college or university. Please help me congratulate Kendall Corson. Please help me congratulate Caleb Bregeman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sergeant Rodriguez, and I'm the Marine Corps representative who has the honor and pleasure of working alongside the students of A.L. Brown High School. Could I please welcome Carl Zach Wayland, Jocelyn Taylor, Bryson Shank, and Kishara Grant on the stage. every year the Marine Corps has the honor and pleasure of presenting awards to students who exemplify traits that make the Marine Corps what it is: intelligence, determination, and excellence in all that they do. These students have portrayed those traits in their given areas. The first award I would like to present is to Carl Zach Wayland. It is the Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence. If you would step forward. Jocelyn Taylor is being presented the award for Scholastic Excellence. Bryson Schenk is also being presented his award for a distinguished athlete. And Kishara Grant, also a distinguished athlete.
At this time, we'll be pausing for just a moment. This is not an intermission, to allow our community award givers the opportunity to exit the stage and for our faculty members to join us on stage. So at this time, faculty members, please come up. Thank you. All right, at this time, we will begin with the school awards portion of the ceremony, beginning with the mathematics award.
All right. Hello, my name is Gerald Griggs, and I teach math here at A.L. Brown, and I will be starting us out with our A.L. Brown Awards, and the Math Award specifically. And may I have three young ladies join me here on the stage? Ashley Vargas Dominguez, may I have Amaya Outen join me on the stage, and Kayla Harris, please. So the first award that I will be presenting this evening is the Mathematics Award. This senior showed a love for mathematics, a tremendous work ethic, and a positive attitude every day. This student started Foundations of Math 1 as a freshman and has completed the entire sequence of Math 1 to 4. Prior to Math 4, she took all regular level classes. This spring semester, she was placed in Math 4 Honors. During her senior year, when most students tend to lose a little bit of focus academically, this student had been through full remote to Plan B to Plan A, and each transition, she has taken it in stride. She has attended all Google Meets and classes as required, but she is the only student that has taken consistent advantage to open tutoring times on Fridays. She has demonstrated what it is to #BeAWonder daily. In her first honors math class, she will receive an A in that class because she worked hard for it. This year, the Mathematics Award goes to Ashley Vargas Dominguez. The next award that I will be presenting is the Math Swag Award. Sounds funny, but you'll understand why here in just a second. So the Math Swag Award was created in honor of the late Jamie Bruckman. Mr. Bruckman taught math and coached tennis here at A.L. Brown. He died from heart failure at age 46 on October 19th, 2020. Zach Irwin, former student of Mr. Bruckman and current social studies teacher at Brown, wrote about Mr. Bruckman in an article in the Salisbury Post. In that article, Mr. Irwin writes, "He loved his family and his kids more than anything. You would know all about them if given the time. He was an avid sports fan. I had known he was the tennis coach, but he also had a deep love for all major sports, especially his beloved Cincinnati teams. Mr. Bruckman had a welcoming spirit. He always made sure that we had all we needed to begin the class. He was incredibly passionate about math, shockingly unlike anything I had ever seen. He used to create math problems with riddles embedded in them. He used to create rap songs to go along with mathematical concepts. He even went so far as to inspire his students to create music videos about math of all things. He immortalized the term math swag. A fellow coworker, Ms. McClure, had this to say about Mr. Bruckman. He was selfless, compassionate, intelligent while humble, encouraging, fun, joyful, and persistent. This senior that has been chosen displays all the qualities that Mr. Bruckman displayed on a daily basis. This student faced a tough struggle in the fall and was moved into Math 4 Honors partway into quarter one, and she showed great determination to catch up and showed her own personal math swag in the process. She was also previously a tennis team member and was coached by Mr. Bruckman. The senior that has shown tremendous growth in math and will be receiving the Math Swag Award is Amaya Outen. All right, the next award I will be presenting is the AP Calculus Award. In AP Calculus, this is an introductory college-level calculus course. Students cultivate their understanding of differential and integral calculus through engaging with real-world problems represented graphically, numerically, analytically, and verbally, and using definitions and theorems to build arguments and justify conclusions as they explore concepts like change, limits, and the analysis of functions. This student went above and beyond throughout a tough and challenging year. From pandemic and numerous different school environments to a sudden change in teachers, she has remained positive and enthusiastic to learn the topics we were covering. She never hesitated to help another student in class and always searched for a deeper understanding than just the answer to a problem. Kayla epitomizes what it means to be an AP Calculus student. And I don't know about you, but any student that can do the things that I mentioned earlier must be a special student. And so the AP Calculus Award goes to Kayla Harris.
I don't know if I can talk without my mask on. I'm used to doing that in class so much now. My name is Sarah Morton. I teach biology, AP Environmental, and AP Biology. I'm here tonight to present the Science Awards. I would like for Jessica Cruz Pena and Gabe Blackwelder to please come join me on the stage. What we look for generally with our science awards are students that have taken advantage of as many science classes as we offer at A.L. Brown High School and have completed those successfully. I've taught Gabe in several of the science classes, and everything that I have ever asked him to do in class, he does with enthusiasm and energy that is unprecedented with many students. He has an excellent, he's excellent with his classmates, and he enjoys the knowledge of whatever topic we cover. I appreciate his dedication and commitment to learning, so I'm pleased to award Gabe Blackwelder with this Science Award. I want to talk about Jessica, even though she's not here tonight. Not only have I taught her in a lot of science classes, but she's also my teacher assistant in my regular biology class. And I appreciate her dedication to provide me with another set of hands during activities and labs in the classroom. She has also spoiled me, and I want a teacher's assistant forever. She is curious and hardworking and actively helps any group that she's part of and usually takes the leadership role. So for the second Science Award, Jessica Cruz Pena.
Good evening. If y'all don't know, I'm one of the PA announcers for different sporting events out here, so I try to bring a little bit of energy. Hope y'all are excited to be here. My name is Zachary Irwin, social studies teacher and coach here at A.L. Brown, and also an A.L. Brown graduate from the class of 2010. I'm honored to represent the social studies department here at A.L. Brown, and I will have the pleasure of awarding the Social Studies Award to two incredibly deserving seniors. Would Kayla Artis and Grace Fonjami, please join me at the podium. Throughout the social studies curriculum, our students have been confronted with a vast array of social, economic, and psychological systems that have shaped our nation and our world throughout history and into the modern day. Students have engaged with the writings and ideas of history's great inventors, philosophers, and explorers who dared to expand human knowledge of the world we inhabit. They have investigated studies of human mind and social structures, those that mend us together in human experience, and those that make us beautifully unique and diverse. A.L. Brown students have debated the causes and effects of major turning points in American history, wrestled with the stories of those who fought for rights and freedoms, as well as those who sought to conquer and rule. Many students have already delved into the experiences of American residency in our small town of Kannapolis and in the workforce. In their upcoming ventures, they will put lessons of personal finance and civic engagement into practice. The two students that we honor this evening have demonstrated exemplary passion and aptitude for people, which is at the core of what social studies is all about. They have immersed themselves in our lessons and have discovered the valuable insights that history has to offer us. They have been inspired to argue for and work towards collective solutions that will help address many of the societal issues that we face today. We, their teachers, have been inspired by their drive to make our community and our world a better place. The Social Studies Department at A.L. Brown is pleased to present the Social Studies Award to Kayla Artis and Grace Fonjami. Congratulations.
I haven't seen most of these kids all year, so hey, good to see you. My name is Mr. Eford. I graduated in 1973, so I have a lot of these folks beat up here. And that's the reason I know over half the people these awards were named for. And some of these people were my teachers and principals. So this is a very special night to me because I get to relive some of these moments when I was on stage back in the dark ages myself. Tonight, I'm honored to give I always have to write it down because one year I said I was giving the AP Language and Composition, but I'm giving the AP Literature and Composition Award, and we gave Blackwell to come up. So I'm going to refrain because I could tell some Kannapolis stories, but I'm not going to do that. I wrote down what I was going to say. But I do want to say that this young man is everything that a wonder is. We have this hashtag this year, Be a Wonder. It's been a great slogan. I think we started it last year, right? Okay. But be a wonder. Gabe is everything that a wonder is. In the classroom, in cross country, and everything else he does in the community. And so I just want to read this to you, Gabe, so I would say what I need to. Thank you for being the fine young man you are. I appreciate your consistent efforts and positive attitude during a most unusual and trying senior year. You made my job much easier, and I will always be grateful for your wonder spirit inside and outside the classroom. Congratulations on the AP Literature and Composition Award for 2021. You deserve it.
I'm going to change things up for just a second. I'm the principal, so I think I can do that. Larry Eford, will you please join me back up at the podium? So I don't have an award to give, but Mr. Eford is a graduate of A.L. Brown High School. He is a legendary teacher here at A.L. Brown High School, and he's going to be retiring this year. And so this week we have been polling the seniors on who they want the graduation speaker to be, and they have chosen Mr. Eford. So congratulations, Mr. Eford.
Good evening. My name is Louise Bush, and I'm in the English department here at A.L. Brown. I am certain that I can speak for all of the adults around here when I say to the class of 2021, we are really proud of you. You hung in there. This has arguably been the weirdest school year ever, and you stuck it out. You adjusted to the initial isolation of the pandemic. Suddenly you were thrown into almost a homeschool situation. Parents, you got a taste of what it was like to be a teacher, and we are certain that you were eager to send them back to us. But we're just so grateful for you parents that you are such important partners in their progress, and we could not have done this. They could not have done this without you. You are their very first teachers. And so thank you for seeing them through all of this. As you continue your journey, graduates, please know that we are always here for you. And if there's any support or encouragement that we can ever provide, please do not hesitate to ask. Now, as a representative of the English department, I want to say that these seniors are excellent writers, and that means a lot because writing is becoming kind of a lost art. I had the privilege of teaching these guys as juniors, and I can say one thing for an absolute certainty. People, if your English 3 teacher actually enjoyed reading your research paper, you are officially an excellent writer. So, good job, guys. Meanwhile, any one of these seniors up here could have received this English award, and but it is my privilege. Could I please be joined up here by Kenesha Smalls and Ashley Vargas Dominguez? Ladies, you showed a lot of initiative. You always went the extra mile. You went above and beyond what was expected on your assignments. You were always helpful to your teachers and classmates. So it is my privilege as an English teacher at this school to present the English Award first to Kenesha Smalls. Kenesha? And also to Ashley Vargas Dominguez. To the class of 21, God bless, good luck, and please come back to haunt. We love you.
Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jordan Carell, and I am the theater arts teacher here at A.L. Brown. So theater's been kind of interesting this year, to say the least, and although it has been a different kind of year, it has been a good first year for myself and all the students who are interested in theater. We're really looking forward to shaking off the dust next year and doing big things. But this year, there was one student who stood out in my classes, although I do not know if she is here. That student is Diana Jimenez de la Cruz. Is she present? Looks like no, but I'm going to talk about her anyway. She has some of the quickest wit and some of the best comedic timing of probably anyone I've ever met. She always had a comment for everybody and everyone, and always made me laugh. Her presence in my class was always appreciated, and she is a true and honest soul, and in all that she does. And I am truly upset that I'll never have the the chance to formally direct her, but she was able to take a year where there was very little theater and make her own. So the Excellence in Theater Award goes to Diana Jimenez de la Cruz.
We're calling a slight audible. I am not the dance teacher. You do not want that to happen. But my name is Brett Messenger, and I'm the band director here at A.L. Brown High School. And since everyone else is doing it, I'm a graduate of the class of 2008 here at A.L. Brown. So usually at our final band concert of the year, we pass out awards. But like many things this year, things have been different, and so we wanted to make sure we honored the students who were so instrumental, I did it on purpose, to this program for what they've done for us. So while I keep talking, can I have Dominic Brown and Brendan Coates and Zach Wieland please come to the stage. You're so fast, Zach. The first award we'd like to present today is the John Philip Sousa Band Award. And this is a nationally recognized award, and I have chosen over the years of being able to kind of categorize this as essentially the Excellence in Marching Band Award for my group. And this is actually my 4th year here at Brown, so it's kind of crazy. This is my first senior class that I've had, and this year I have chosen to give this award to Dominic Brown. Dominic has been in the marching band since he was a wee little 8th grader, and I mean that quite literally. Dominic was very, very small, and he is a full-grown young man now, and it's really crazy to see how much these kids grow. It's one of the most gratifying parts about being able to be a band director and teaching the same students over and over and over the years. So it's very awesome to see that. So please give a round of applause for Dominic Brown. The next award is the Jazz Award, and we have a very unique situation here at A.L. Brown. We have a kind of a hybrid course of jazz band and rock band, as we call it. And it gives opportunity for students who may not necessarily be involved with traditional band instruments like your flutes and clarinets and trumpets and whatnot, and to be involved in the program. And so the student I'm choosing for this award is Brendan Coates. And Brendan is the definition of why this rock band class exists, because he was not involved in band in middle school. He just showed up, saw us at freshman orientation, and said, "Ooh, that looks cool. I want to go figure out how to do this." And he came in as a freshman, and he's been an exceptionally good musician, a great student, and it's been so cool to see him grow over the years. I hate that we couldn't give him and all the seniors a little bit more normal of a send-off, but very, very proud of him. And you also have an album coming out, right, Brendan? He has. There you go. There you go. So please, give a round of applause for Brendan Coates. It's the first time I've seen Brendan in like 12 months. Now, finally, the Director's Award, as you could probably figure out, is going to go to Zach. And this award is very open-ended because it can mean so many different things. But essentially, the best way I can describe this is the student that I feel has had the biggest impact on the band program as a whole in their time here. I honestly probably could have awarded Zach any of these awards. He's been so involved. He's been involved in marching band. He's been involved with our winter percussion ensemble. He's been involved with rock band and jazz band. I mean, he's literally done it all. He's taken, this is not an exaggeration, every music class that's offered here. My first semester here at Brown, I had Zach twice in one day for a first semester. I had him in beginning band, where he learned a new instrument, and I had him for music appreciation. And so I've probably taught Zach more than any other student I've ever taught in my entire life. And it makes me so happy to see, once again, someone just kind of grow up right before my eyes and turn into a wonderful young man. He's so talented, and I just can't wait to see what he does with the rest of his music career as he goes on and just does music for fun or whatever he wants to do. But you're an awesome guy, Zach. I just wanted to thank you for your years of service through the band program.
Yes, well, good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Willie J. Stroud III. So that's my formal greeting for the parents, but to the students, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Good, good, good. Listen, so will Caleb Ewing join, I can't do that. Will Caleb Ewing join me on stage? Caleb Ewing. Anybody knows Caleb, you know, as soon as you see him, you're going to start laughing because you think about all the funny things that he does. That's good, you all right. Now, it's not often that a teacher gets the chance to present an award to their mini-me. Yep, I said it. This kid kind of acts like me, okay? Now, I found this out, well, I think the first indication of this was at my Christmas concert. At the end of our big number, he decides to throw a big party on stage and start a big Soul Train line. So him and his students decided to take that time to have a party at our big concert. And it was that moment when I saw Caleb's personality. I saw that he had a gift, and his gift, which I consider also his purpose for a human being, is to making people laugh and spread joy. Now, through the years, I have watched him develop into a mature musician and a wonderful vocalist. His semester with me as an intern gave him the space he needed to develop and learn skills that a developing musician should know as they continue their career in music. Now, this student has encouraged me with his voice on days where I felt like throwing in the towel. His ability to take a solo and make it his own brought many of his peers to tears during our private rehearsals. Now, this is moving. If there's anything that I want to say to Caleb, because he's well on his way to doing great things, I want him to know that when you go on, and I'm gonna tell you, all y'all, when you go on to do great things, you're gonna notice that the friends are going to get, they're gonna get few. And that's okay, because we have this saying in my community, everybody can't go with you to where you're going. Go ahead and clap for that. I heard somebody get ready to clap, clap. And so something that I want to leave with you all, a thought, it came from one of my favorite musicals that I just discovered. Yes, I'm a geek sometimes, and the musical is called Into the Woods. And in this musical number, one of the characters says this: sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Others will deceive you. You decide what's good. You decide alone, but no one is truly alone. Also in the same musical, the same lady or the same vocalist says this right here. She says, be careful what you say to children, because children do listen. And this is my favorite part. Children are nothing but the wishes that you make. Now, those of us who take English, we know that you got to dig a little deeper to get an understanding for that. What I've taken from this is that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to my young people here, you have children, and those children are your wishes. Those are your dreams. And if everything that you dream about and everything that you write in your journals about, okay, if you want it to come to pass, you got to talk good to your dream. You got to be sincere when you leave on, when y'all graduate? May 28th? I should know this. I read the email. Yeah, May 28th, okay? When you graduate, you got to talk good to yourself. Because if you don't, your dream will die. That's what we don't want. So you get up, talk good to yourself. Talk good to your dreams. Be sincere about it, okay? All right. Had a teacher moment. So tonight, I am going to celebrate Caleb Ewing and his accomplishments by awarding him the Robert Shaw Cole Award. This award states that Caleb is ready to move on to do bigger and better things. He has proven himself worthy musically and has grown in an area of leadership. Congratulations. Here you go. I'm gonna put this on you.
Could I have Nigel Spates and Samuel Brown to join me on stage, please? Good evening. My name is Keith Hodge, and I work with the students enrolled in occupational course of study. I'm the job coach, and I also coach girls basketball. The Occupational Course of Study Award is given to students or students that show growth and perseverance. This year, those awards go to both Sam and Naz. Sam has worked hard over the past 4 years and has grown by leaps and bounds as a student. We have witnessed him grow academically, socially, and emotionally. He has one of the greatest sense of humor and keeps us all in stitches. He is consistent in everything that he puts his mind and heart into. He has a great sense of work ethic. Sam didn't receive anything less than 90% of his work evaluations from the community-based training sites. His peers, as well as the staff, love him. One of Sam's greatest accomplishments was the completion of the Eagle Scout Award. That's awesome. Nazareth Spates has also worked hard, very hard over the past 4 years. Nazareth has a great personality and holds intelligible conversations with adults. He is globally aware and often comes in and shares current events with both the students and staff. Nazareth often drives the learning process in the class. His peers, his staff, and every training site he attended respects him. His rating at the job site were no less than 95%. One of Naz's great accomplishments was he's the recipient for the Dream on 3, where he traveled to Cleveland to watch the Cleveland Browns play in a football game. He is a well-rounded young man that has the ability to achieve anything he puts his mind to. At this time, will you please join us as we celebrate Samuel Brown and Nazareth Spates as the 2021 Occupational Course Study Award recipients.
Good evening. My name is Heidi Marie Schneider, and I'm here to represent the World Language Department. Can I please have Anel Farfan and Roger Sorosa Herrera? So learning a world language takes a lot of motivation to communicate, takes a lot of consistent practice, but most of all to be inhibited in order to make mistakes, learn from them, and grow. You have to have a passion for the language, especially when you get up to taking all 4 years. The French Award recognizes her outstanding work and her commitment to the 4 consecutive years of French in person. The French Award goes to Anel Farfan. And for his outstanding work and his commitment to his academics in Spanish, diligence and responsibility, the Spanish Award goes to Roger Sorosa Herrera.
Hi, I'm Chef Patty Fia. I'm going to let you know that now because nobody recognizes me out of my chef uniform. I'd like to invite Jocelyn Taylor, Sarah Bandy, and Kenesha Smalls up, please. I'm so glad they're all here. I'm so proud of these girls. These 3 culinary students have been strong in the kitchen, and they have a passion for culinary arts. All 3 of them just won, as a team, the Skills USA State Championship for baking. And you might have seen them on the front page of the Independent Tribune. I thought that was really cool. Okay, this is the first time that they were in a culinary class together. I've had them separately in different classes, but this is the first time that they've ever been together. I'm also speaking on behalf of Chef Tyler Williams. He's also a partner of mine. We teach the same classes. So when I say we, that's who I'm talking about. They impressed us with their professionalism in working to design, research, and produce a very large wedding cake. They also created a very thorough portfolio. The whole time they supported each other and worked as a team should, respectfully and gracefully. This award is well-deserved, as culinary arts is a tough class mentally and physically. I'm so proud of their classwork, their professionalism, their perseverance, and their powerful example to young people everywhere. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Jason Stigall. I teach engineering, and I'm here to present the Project Lead the Way Engineering Award. But first, I would like to give a shout out to just a few students for things they have taught me There's no need to come up for these shout outs. I hope many of my students will remember these gems of knowledge. The first shout out goes to Nate Balcom, who taught us in one of his presentations about the newest TV ever made. Thank you for that, Nate. Kelsey Allen taught us, and I think all of our students will remember this. It was actually on a test once. There are two types of gears. One is a driver gear, and the other is called? Passenger. The passenger gear, yes. Thank you. Thank you for that, Kelsey. You're welcome. I still tell that story to students every semester. Thank you. I've also learned some random things that teachers gather, and these just, I'll go through quick. 5 minutes is the proper amount of wake-up time before your first Google Meet. You can definitely get a nap in between first and second block. Some foods are considered to be bussin'. So for context, you would say Chick-fil-A is bussin'. Last semester, I was accused of acting sus. And just today, you learn something new every day. I learned there are things called wampus beasts and snallagasters. I'm not sure how many of you know that one, but that was the first for me. Anybody up here know wampus beasts and snallagasters? Show of hands. Anyone? Bigger hands, Zach. Thank you. All right, good. All right, and people say nothing good came out of 2021. All right, so now I will actually present the Project Lead the Way Award to two very deserving students. I always get extraordinarily bright and energetic students, so this is never easy. This award goes to students that really demonstrate the ability to think like an engineer. Ms. Kayla Harris, would you come up first, please? Kayla helped me with a lot of this speech today, and she didn't know she was coming up here. Kayla is an incredibly smart young lady, brilliant, logical thinking mind. She practically lives mathematics, thanks to Mr. Dillahunt, and she's attending the greatest university, NC State University of Raleigh, in the fall to become an engineer. So, thank you very much, Kayla Harris. This second award goes to an inventor. Thomas Edison once said, "I have not failed 10,000 times. I have successfully found 10,000 ways that will not work." This second award goes to the inventor of the Dusty. Would Caleb Bruggerman please come up? Yeah. Caleb Bruggerman was a man with a problem to solve. We all know this problem. You take a dustpan, you sweep up the dust, you move the dustpan, there's still that line of dust. Caleb said to himself, "I must conquer this dust, no matter what it takes." So he came to me and I told Caleb, "Caleb, get a vacuum." But no. What I said to Caleb was, "You can do this. You can solve this problem of the unrelenting dust." So Caleb, did you bring Dusty with you tonight? I did not. You did not. Okay. I wasn't expecting this. Next time I will definitely let you know. All right, that was my fault. All right. So for the rest of you, Dusty looks like a dustpan. So what I will say about Dusty, Caleb, if my count is correct, and Thomas Edison is correct, you only have 9,999 more ways to find out the way it doesn't work. Excuse me. I will say this. Caleb truly is a brilliant young man. Caleb truly believes there's always a better way. You see solutions everywhere you look. Your mind never stops. And you remember the qualifications. Think like an engineer. Caleb thinks mathematical, logical, and beyond all else, he is very creative. I have no doubt Caleb will invent something great one day. To start his journey for 10,000 Dusties, Caleb will be attending Drexel University in Philadelphia in the fall. Congratulations, Caleb. I do wish you'd brought it too, Caleb.
Good evening, everyone. This really reminds me of the first week of class where nobody was talking. And these lights are terrible on a guy with no hair. Will Mahogany Barbara please join me up here? And yes, I told people to call you to get you here. Your job could wait today. So my name is Johan Freeland. I teach business here at A.L. Brown. And every day as a business teacher, I try to teach with this in mind, that every student has a jewel inside of them and that I have to help them discover it and then give them the tools to mine it out. I call it mining out the gold. So every day I either help students discover more things about themselves or make that initial discovery. But with her, the gold was already on the surface. So every week it was like giving Mahogany a new gift. Every lesson, every standard. She did a great job in unraveling it and tying it back to previous lessons that we had to discuss. And she was very, very good at tying everything together. We actually tied a lot of things to her job and what they were doing wrong there and how she could help them. I'm surprised they haven't made her the general manager during her senior year, but I guess she didn't have enough time to give them all the hours they wanted. That was a joke. This is really like the first week of class. All right, so, but Mahogany has given me so many different creative ideas and things. So for my students coming up next year behind her, some of the new things that I add to my projects and different competitions, I'll probably bring her back as a guest judge. And some of the things that we add to the project to make it a little more difficult, you can thank Mahogany Barbara about that. So she's given me a lot of great ideas. But Mahogany, I thank you for making this year fun. I thank you that in my first block, me and you have daily conversations about life and books and business. But you have made this year a great joy for me, and thank you so much for being here. This is this year's CTE Business Student of the Year. I'm not going to mess with your hair. You go ahead. I'm not going to. There you go, baby. All right, thank you. Oh, I was tasked with another. All right. So, the top CTE senior embodies the spirit of KCS, Career and Technical Education Department. This individual is hardworking, reflective, and a go-getter. Past recipients were known to stake a claim in their educational experiences here at A.L. Brown by seeking out and taking advantage of all CTE opportunities afforded to them on and off campus. In addition to completing the Level 2 course in at least one of the 12 career clusters we have on campus, this student works hard to gain the required skills and knowledge to live out our department motto: connect, grow, go. This year's recipient epitomizes just that. Mahogany Barbara is KCS CTE Student of the Year. Not only has she earned in 11 CTE courses with very high marks. Ms. Barber concentrated in 2 pathways this year, business management and interior design, while maintaining her attendance, participating in class, and attention to detail with all assignments and projects. Excuse me. On behalf of the 21 members of the A.L. Brown Career and Technical Education Department, please join me in congratulating Mahogany Barber, the 2021 CTE Senior of the Year and the recipient of a $250 scholarship from our department.
Good evening. My name is Scott Rogers, and I have the pleasure, of presenting the Ron Massey Athletic Director's Award. Would Tally Hagler join me over here, please? Ron Massey was the athletic director and head football coach at A.L. Brown for 11 years. Having worked with him as a football coach and watching him lead the entire athletic department, I can assure you that he loved and supported all sports and all athletes. Many of the coaches here today, including myself, learned so many things from this incredible man. He always did things the Wonder way. The hashtag Be a Wonder, it wasn't around when Ron Massey was here. In fact, the hashtag itself wasn't around. We still called it the pound sign when he was here. But if it was, Coach Massey would have had the Be a Wonder hashtag plastered everywhere. His life embodied the Be a Wonder attitude. The Ron Massey Athletic Director Award goes to someone who applies themselves in academics, excels in athletics, and has had to face seemingly insurmountable adversity at some point in their career. Applies themselves in academics, speaks for itself. First in her class, hasn't made a grade below an A her entire high school career. She can't apply herself any better than that. Excels in athletics. She's lettered in 4 different sports in her high school career. She not only played 4 sports, but she excelled in, 3 of them. She was all conference in volleyball. Sorry, Tally. She was all conference in volleyball. She was all conference, all district, and all state in softball. And this year, she was voted the South Piedmont Conference Pitcher of the Year in softball. She wasn't all conference in basketball, but I can almost assure you she would have been had she not waited to her senior year to play. She can't excel in athletics much better than that. Face adversity. Tally's one of the hardest working female athletes I've ever coached. She works hard in the weight room, not sure where she got that drive. She works hard on the court, and she works hard on the field. Last year, her father told me, keep an eye on Tally. She was having some unusual pains. Turns out she had a fracture in one of her vertebrae. I believe that's what was, yeah. Most high school softball players, they would have taken the season off, not Tally Hagler. She did everything the doctor told her she could do. As the season drew closer, she started pitching on a very strict pitch count. She worked up to a full bullpen, but didn't throw her first pitch to a live batter until the first game of the season, and we won. COVID ended that season, and it changed a lot of things about high school athletics. There were ups and downs. I believe Tally had to quarantine with her teammates at least 3 times during the school year, 14 days each, I believe. Each time she came back as strong as when she left. Adversity, yes, she's faced adversity. People say all the time, be a 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is the best. Ron Massey believed that we should all strive to be better than we think is our best. He challenged each of us to be an 11. In her last high school sports appearance, Tally Hagler threw a perfect game. And that night on social media, I said, tonight she was an 11. I'd like to clear that up right now and say, Tally Hagler, you're an 11, period. Tally, there have been many recipients of this award, but I can truly say that none put as big a smile on Coach's face sitting up in heaven than you have right now. This year's Ron Massey Athletic Director Award, Tally Hagler.
Hello again, and thanks to one of my admin team members. I'll give you the rest of my title. I think I told you I was an assistant, and I do. I serve, I help. I'm an assistant principal, though. And to keep with the trend that Mr. Lynn started, I'm also a proud graduate of A.L. Brown High School class of 1999. And at the time, now, I get to present the Excellence in Physical Education Award. The first student is not with us this evening, but I would like to read this description. As a student in physical education and strength and conditioning, this individual has been an outstanding leader throughout her career at A.L. Brown High School, as a scholar and as an athlete. She has always come into class with a positive attitude and a great work ethic. She has always been a student who exemplifies what it means to be a wonder and strive for excellence. Please join me in honoring Jessica Cruz Pena. The second student is an individual who has been a student who has made his academic and athletic endeavors a priority. And he uses the strength and conditioning program to reach high levels. He is a hard worker who leads by example. And he even enrolled as an intern in strength and conditioning classes to help build towards his future goals as becoming a strength and conditioning coach. Please join me in honoring Luke Stone.
I am not Miss Lynn. I'm here because she is not able to be here this evening. But I want to say just a word about the Albercan for just a second without the notes. A.L. Brown has had a long tradition of having one of the best high school yearbooks in the whole state, and that goes back to 1953, I believe, to the first Albercan that we had. And some people don't know what Albercan means. Do any of you? I hope so. You don't? Do you know what a wonder is? We're not going to let you leave if you don't. Okay. Albercan just means A.L. Brown Kannapolis. Isn't that ingenious? It is, but I think it's a very classy name. And I personally want to say thank you to anyone here tonight that's on the Albercan staff, because can you imagine creating a yearbook when you don't even have school? What do you take pictures of? Think about it. This young lady that I'm going to ask up here in just a second, well, I'll go ahead and ask you up. Claudia, you want to come on up? Claudia Purser. I had the privilege of having Claudia in my first block. I had the best first block in the school. Every day I could come in and just have the greatest start to the day. Every single day I was so glad. And Claudia was one of those kids. And Claudia, I knew, was working so hard on the yearbook, and sometimes I just say, Claudia, how are you even doing this? Think about it, a virtual yearbook. But they did it, and we're going to see a yearbook. When is that? In July. Okay, we're going to have a real live yearbook. Well, maybe not a live, but we're going to have a yearbook. Okay. Let me read what has been said about Claudia. Claudia is the daughter of Penny and Randy Purser and plans to attend East Carolina this fall. Claudia first joined the Albercan yearbook staff as a sophomore in 2018 and has continued to work on the yearbook during both her junior and senior years. This year, Claudia served as one of the editors. She cares deeply about creating a yearbook that everyone will be proud of and love, and has dedicated many hours of work toward that goal. And I can assure you she has, because I've seen her in action, even in my class. Claudia, thank you for your diligence and loyalty to the Albercan and to telling the story of the wonders. Remember to always be kind, be diligent, be responsible, and be a wonder.
Hello, I'm Garrett Cooperman, Assistant Principal, and I would like to present the SAT Award. This award goes to the student who achieved the highest score on the SAT in the school. Caleb Brigham. Great job. And the ACT Award, which goes to the student who achieved the highest ACT score in the school. Tally Higler.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Mauricio Restrepo. I'm also one of the assistant principals here at L. Brown High School. So historically, the Profile and Courage Award was created by members of President John F. Kennedy's family to honor him and then recognize and celebrate the quality of political courage that he admired most. Dr. Todd Parker, former KCS history teacher and principal, established the Profile and Courage Award for the students at A.L. Brown High School. This award honors a student who exemplifies courage. And by the very definition of the word, this student reminds us of what it means to persevere when no one requires or expects them, and to be resilient because this is the single greatest difference between opportunity and impossibility. Her focus on the future that she has displayed over the last 2 years since I have known her is extraordinary. The administrative team at A.L. Brown has recognized her growth and persistence in her dreams. This year's Profile and Courage Award recipient is Kelsey Arthur.
We're going to take a few more side steps, again, because I'm the principal and I can do that. So, people up here have been talking about the year that they graduated, and I'm a proud alumna of A.L. Brown High School, class of 2003. And as we just gave that last award, he's going to hate me for doing this, but there's somebody very special in the crowd tonight, and these students who are on stage and those who will be graduating belong to him as much as they do to me as their principal. So, Dr. Todd Parker, thank you for being here tonight. And you are a big reason why I'm here, so thank you. I also have to give out a couple awards that I am woefully underqualified to give, and under any other circumstances should not give at all. But we want to make sure that our students in dance and choreography were recognized. And so I would like to have the following students come up on stage for Dance and Choreography Awards: Jarl Cordero, Alexis Maverick, and Corson Sloss. Corn Sloss, sorry. The dance and choreography. The choreography awards go to Lex Maverick and Corin Sloss. And the dance awards go to Jarl Cordero and Alexis Maverick. Getting back on track, today I have the privilege of giving an outstanding Senior the Principal's Award. The recipient of this award, in my mind, must embody all that we are as A.L. Brown High School. This student must possess our core values: integrity, growth, tradition, inclusivity, and family as essential parts of their character. This young person who is being given the Principal's Award tonight is supremely worthy of this honor and is someone who I believe truly has the potential to impact our community and the world through their intelligence, character, and leadership. I've now been an administrator for a decade, and I don't think that I've ever met a student who is as sure about what they want to do with their life as this one. This senior will be continuing their education next year at the Virginia Military Institute and plans to make a career as an officer in the United States Navy. It gives me great pleasure to name Grace Parker as the recipient of this year's Principal's Award. I am going to shake you.
There we go.
Congratulations.
Good evening. I'm Kevin Geary, very proud Assistant Superintendent for Kannapolis City Schools. Thank you for being a great audience tonight. Although I'm not an A.L. Brown graduate, I am a proud previous administrator at A.L. Brown for 9 years. And again, I congratulate all of our seniors on behalf of the Kannapolis City Schools District Office. I also want to recognize a very important gentleman for our district. Obviously, I'm giving the Superintendent's Award, and I'm making reference to Dr. Buckle. He had another engagement this evening. He could not attend, but as most of you know, Dr. Buckle will be retiring June 30th. So if we could give him a round of applause, please, in his absence. For his 36 years of service to Kannapolis City Schools. One more time, please. You know, I think everything that could, well, probably not, because this young lady is amazing, and we could probably be here weeks still talking about accolades of for this young lady, but a lot has been said about this young lady this evening. I know she's the product of two wonderful parents who've given so much to this district and community over the years as well. Coach Rogers, just moments ago, kind of described all the things that I was going to say, so I won't repeat those, about her academic success, being #1 in the class. Come on up, Tally. About her athletic prowess in 4 different sports, her work in the community, all the organizations she has been involved in throughout her time. And I had the privilege to read her application for the SECU scholarship she received earlier tonight. Just amazing work. And then her leadership in the classroom, in the hallways of A.L. Brown, this campus, and this larger community. So it is with great distinction, with great honor, that Tally Hagler will receive the Best All-Around Superintendent's Award for the class of 2021. Congratulations. Thank you again.
Be a wonder is the foundational statement students and staff alike hear when they enter A.L. Brown High School. To be a wonder means to hold yourself true to tradition, commit to progress and growth, unite the community by celebrating diversity, uphold a culture of integrity and trust, and support and challenge your peers and yourself to be better each day. The students who are being recognized tonight for the Wonder Award embody these core values and empower others to meet their full potential. Tonight, we will be recognizing 27 students from the senior class who live this each day. 2 students will also be recognized as the overall Wonder Award winners. As I call your name, please line up across the front of the stage. The assistant principals will place your medallions around your necks. Melvin Alcaron Ojeda, Kayla Artis, Isaiah Black, Gabe Blackwelder, Emma Boswell, Nevaeh Brazil, Kayla Brigham, John Campos, Erica Carl, Brooke Connor, Jessica Cruz, Grace Fonjami, Lainey Gregg, Kashara Grant, Eric Hill, Todd Kennedy, Lexi Maverick, Catherine Mejia Nunez, Jariah Moore, Amarion Plummer, Claudia Purser, Jackson Rogers, Junior Rosas, Kenesha Smalls, Naz Spates, Luke Stone, and Esmeralda Trejo Munoz. Once you have your medallion, you may take a seat on the stage. The trophies for the overall Wonder Awards will now be awarded. The first recipient for the 2021 Senior Class Wonder Award goes to a young man who defines leadership, character, and attitude. There's rarely been a time over the last 2 years that I've been his principal or over the past decade that I've known him as a person that he hasn't had a smile on his face. His star shines bright even when compared to all the wonderful students with whom he is graduating. He's as comfortable with a group of his friends as he is in a crowd of adults, and I think that speaks to his consistency of who he is as a person. As he leaves A.L. Brown to study hospitality at High Point University, my hope is that he continues to impact the world for the better, just as he has in Kannapolis. This year's first overall Wonder Award goes to Jackson Rogers. The second recipient of the 2021 Senior Class Wonder Award goes to a young lady who singled herself out very quickly during my first year at A.L. Brown, as I truly don't think she is capable of meeting a stranger. She talks about her future plans as if they are written in stone, and importantly, she acts to make that future come true. I still remember when she first approached me about creating a kindness closet for students who were in need of basic necessities during the school day. I wasn't sure if it was really going to happen, but I was hopeful. Soon thereafter, this student showed up with tons of supplies to be given to students in need. Just as importantly, she wants to continue supporting the closet at the beginning of each school year. This act, along with many others that have gone unmentioned, demonstrate her heart to serve others. This year's second overall Wonder Award goes to Lexi Maverick.
And now I would like to recognize our AP Academy scholars. These seniors have successfully completed AP courses for all 4 years. We know that most students like to start those courses their sophomore, junior year, but they started as freshmen and are ending as seniors. While doing so, they also maintain a minimum 4.0 GPA, completed at least a minimum of 7 specific AP courses, as well as completed at least 40 hours of community service. So great job to you all, many of whom are on stage. So if I can have you all to join me on stage, there are 18 of you. So please come up as your name is called. Anna Balbuena Salazar, Nathaniel Balcom, Gabriel Blackwelder, Samantha Bloom, Caleb Bregeman, Chloe Deese, Lainey Gregg, Tally Hagler, Kayla Harris, James Harris, Tamia Johnson, Isaac Jose Ramos, Alex Lizarazo, Zan Moose, Claudia Purser, Jasmine Robinson, Samantha Robles, and Kevin Stegall. Great job, scholars. And last but not least, I know you all see that we have some of our junior class representatives here rocking their lovely Kelly Green stoles. We definitely would not be able to have put this program on without them, as well as thank you all for helping us and assisting us with Senior Week. So I definitely want to point everyone's attention here to this corner to our lovely junior marshals. If you all can join me on stage as I begin calling names. As you all know, junior marshals are students who are ranked in the top of their class, so you all have received this ranking beginning freshman year, but you've worked hard date back to primary school, elementary school, so we definitely wanted to recognize you all. First up, we have Miss Brittany Acosta Perez. Abigail Bogle. Connor Brian Hagler. Aaron Clark. Our lovely Vanna White, Mackenzie Graham. Lisette Gutierrez Cruz. Victor Hernandez Gattaca. Chloe Johnson. Jathan Johnson. Kevin Lowe. Celeste Penaloza Martinez. Carlin Safried. Braden Sweat. Kelsey Thomas. Trent Thompson. And Emma Wallace. Great job, junior marshals, and thank you all for assisting us with Senior Week. Okay. You guys can join us on stage. Exit stage.
As we wrap up tonight's ceremony, I'd just like to make a few remarks. Congratulations to all the scholarship and award winners. Let's give them one more round of applause. So for the students that you see on stage, also in conjunction with the students who aren't here tonight, but who earned a variety of scholarships from their respective institutions, they've earned a collective $1.832 million in scholarships this year. So as we exit, I would just ask that if you are a scholarship winner, please meet one of the community scholarship folks for your pictures before you leave. Have a great evening, and everyone drive safe. Thank you for coming.